Michael, a young man with charm but no ambition, lounged on the couch, eyes glued to the TV. He was a jobless dreamer, surviving on the affection and wealth of older women. His current benefactor, Olivia, walked into the house carrying heavy shopping bags. Michael jumped up, all smiles. "Hi, sweetheart," he greeted. Olivia smiled warmly, clearly smitten. "You're taking it easy, I see," she teased. "Let me handle that," he offered quickly, eager to please. As she dropped into the seat, exhausted yet satisfied, Michael whisked the shopping into the kitchen with a grin stretching ear to ear. Olivia admired his youthful energy. She was generous, and he knew exactly how to keep her wrapped around his finger, with flattery, smiles, and just enough physical attention. What Olivia saw as affection, Michael saw as survival. And in that quiet living room, a quiet game of seduction and manipulation played on. The kitchen, once a place of simple meals, transformed into a stage of burning passion. Michael and Olivia, no longer concerned with rules or reason, were wrapped around each other in the middle of the counter. Their kisses grew deeper, their touches bolder. Olivia, though older, felt young again in his arms. Michael, well aware of his charm, pressed her close, whispering sweet nothings she longed to hear. They didn't speak of love. They expressed it through fire and motion, forgetting the world outside. To Olivia, it was freedom and youthful pleasure. To Michael, it was strategy and gain. Their bodies moved in rhythm, a dance of pleasure masking desperation. He needed her gifts, she needed his youth. On that kitchen table, their worlds collided, hers filled with money and loneliness, his with hunger and manipulation. In the end, both believed they were winning. And for now, the game felt good. Later that night, their passion spilled into the bedroom. Olivia lay beneath Michael, her face flushed with satisfaction as he kissed her deeply, his body pressed against hers like a comforting blanket. She laughed, wrapping her arms around him, whispering praises into his ear. Michael responded with gentle affection, folding her in his embrace like a loyal lover. But behind his smile, his mind ticked with calculated precision. Each kiss, each touch, was a step closer to the life he craved. Money, comfort, power. Olivia, however, was lost in the moment. In his warmth, she saw love. In his lips, she tasted youth. For a fleeting moment, they both believed the fantasy, that age didn't matter, that motives were pure. The soft sheets tangled around them like the lies they ignored. The room filled with moans and whispers, not of love, but of need. Hers emotional, his material. Still, they continued. At a posh, dimly lit pub, Olivia and her friend Janet sat with wine glasses in hand, their laughter echoing like schoolgirls on a mischief spree. "My sugar boy is pure fire in bed," Olivia boasted, sipping her wine with pride. Janet leaned in, eyes sparkling. "Mine's a real gymnast. The way he moves, I can't even describe it." Their conversation was bold, laced with the arrogance of women who knew what they wanted and how to get it. Beneath their elegance hid danger. Each carried a gun in her handbag, just in case passion turned to betrayal. "I'm buying Michael a car," Olivia declared. Janet raised an eyebrow. "Then he must really be magic," Olivia grinned. "He makes me feel alive." They raised their glasses. "To our strong boys!" The clink of crystal was followed by wild laughter. Yet, beneath the glamour, their hearts throbbed with a possessiveness that would soon explode. A brand new car purred into Olivia's compound, its red paint gleaming under the sun like a symbol of conquest. Olivia stepped out, her high heels clicking against the driveway, a smile playing on her lips. Michael rushed out of the house, eyes wide with disbelief. She dangled the car keys like candy before a child. "It's yours," she announced, laughing. Michael's jaw dropped. He danced around the car, touched the shiny surface, and shouted in joy. "Is this really mine?" he gasped. "Yes, sweet boy. You make me feel 20 again," she chuckled. Overwhelmed, Michael embraced her tightly. "Thank you, sweetheart. I'll treasure it," he said, already picturing how he'd show it off. Olivia leaned closer. "Let's celebrate in the bedroom. I feel wild." Michael grinned, his mind already racing towards Sophie, but he masked it with a kiss. "Let's go," he said. "Time to make you scream again." Michael drove the new car straight to Sophie's place, the engine humming like his inflated ego. Sophie, young and impressionable at 16, came skipping out, her face lighting up when she saw him. "Michael, is that your car?" she exclaimed, eyes sparkling. He grinned, spreading his arms. "Brand new, just for me." Sophie hugged him tightly, overcome with awe. To her, he was a young king, successful, charming, irresistible. "You're unbelievable," she whispered. "At your age?" Michael chuckled, brushing her hair back tenderly. "When you're smart like me, anything's possible," he said, hiding the fact the car was a gift from another woman. His charm worked like a drug. "Let's go inside," he murmured. "I'll show you how good I really am." Sophie giggled, her innocence wrapped in blind trust. She didn't see the red flags, only red leather seats. As Michael swept her off her feet, love blurred into lustful illusion. The room was dim, the sheets tangled from passion. Michael lay back, his chest rising with satisfaction as Sophie curled beside him, glowing with affection. "I'm going to give you so much money," he whispered. "My madam is stinking rich." Sophie's eyes lit up. "I need it, Michael. Every day," she said, tracing circles on his chest. "Just keep her sweet. I love you so much." Michael smirked, feeling like a king juggling two queens. "You'll never lack anything," he promised, pressing a kiss to her forehead. "I'm serious, Sophie. I'll take care of you." She grinned. "Then stop talking. Show me again." With giggles and kisses, she climbed back on top of him, hungry for more. But Michael's mind drifted, calculating. He had mastered the art of saying what women wanted to hear. The bed rocked, their breaths quickened, but behind the romance, betrayal was already sharpening its claws. In the quiet of Olivia's house, Michael's phone buzzed on the living room table. He was nowhere in sight, the bathroom echoing with the sound of running water. Olivia, curious and unsuspecting, picked up the phone. As she pressed it to her ear, her smile faded. A sweet, youthful voice chirped, "Babe, I miss you terribly. Where's the money you promised me today?" Olivia stood frozen, her heart pounding. Her mind raced. Who was this girl? What money? Her hands trembled, her chest tight with betrayal. "Who the hell is Sophie?" she muttered to herself, venom flooding her veins. Her gaze shifted toward the bathroom door. Rage eclipsed every ounce of warmth she once had. The truth had come knocking, and it wasn't gentle. Michael's smooth lies had slipped. The game he'd mastered so well was about to end, not with heartbreak, but with something far more dangerous, a scorned woman's fury. Steam curled from the bathroom as Michael whistled under the warm shower, unaware that death waited just beyond the curtain. Olivia stormed in, eyes wild, a cocked gun clenched in her shaking hands. "Who's Sophie, Michael?" she hissed. He froze, soap slipping from his fingers. I don't know any Sophie," he stammered, eyes wide with fear. Olivia snarled and held out the phone. "Speak to her." Michael's heart raced as Sophie's voice blared on speaker. "Babe, I need that money today. From the old fool you live with, that rotten widow." Olivia's face twisted with pain. "Rotten widow?" she repeated. Michael cried, trembling. "She's lying!" But the damage was done. "Rubbish!" Olivia screamed. With a deafening crack, she pulled the trigger. The bullet struck Michael's head. He slumped in the tub, water turning red. His games, his lies, his lust, all ended. A sugar boy silenced by the cost of betrayal. Michael's body lay lifeless in the bathtub, a tragic end to a life built on deception. The water, now dark with blood, whispered the truth. A boy who wanted everything without working for it had lost everything in an instant. Olivia dropped the phone, her chest heaving, not just with rage but grief. She had given him love, gifts, loyalty, and in return he had sold her dignity for another's affection. Outside, the world moved on, unaware that another young man had perished chasing shortcuts. The neighbors would gossip, the headlines would fade, and Sophie would cry. But none would remember Michael for greatness. He left no legacy, built no future. His story became a warning that when vision is traded for lust, when hard work is replaced with greed, the ending is not just sad, it's final. A young man gone with no footprint left behind, only silence and regret.